Okay, and the last thing that I want you to do is I just want you to create a new idle using exactly the same animation. And I'm just going to show you how we can quickly modify a cycle without having to redo the animation. So, you spend all this time, you've got something which kind of looks cool, but you might get notes where they say, well, we need to change the shoulders or the chest or maybe bring the legs together. That doesn't mean that you have to redo the animation. So this exercise is going to just show you, how we go about changing it. And it's fairly simple. And I think for most of you, you've already cottoned on to exactly how we would do this. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back into the graph editor. Just do it all from the graph editor. And if you select parts of the body that you want to change, in this case what I've done is I've actually elevated the translation of the character up a little bit so that he's higher, and so that the legs are closer together, and also so that the shoulders are out just a little bit. I don't know why you'd want that, but let's just say that that's the sort of cycle that your director or someone's after. So all you need to do is you just select these curves, and I'm just going to select the translate curve. I'm going to hold down the shift key, because I don't want to change the, I don't want it to like slip in time. You can see I'm like moving left and right, but I can change the height up and down. Let's just say that I do this, for example, and I crouch them all the way down, and I don't want to offset the animation because I'm quite happy with the timing. With this one here, I'm going to move the foot all the way back, and so if I'm not sure, I think this one is trans X. I know that it's got Z there, but I don't think that that's the case. And I could move this all the way back, say like this, and I'm holding down the shift key again, and I'm just keeping it in that spot. I might need to rotate the toe just a little bit, and that is this one here. So elevate the heel, because he's crouching on the ground. Say something like this. I could maybe say minimize the amount of up and down action. That's a good one. I should probably show you how to do that. So at the moment he's bobbing up and down, but because he's crouched so low, I might just want to scale the amplitude of that up and down translation, which is the translate Y. So the way I could do that, there's an easy way of doing it. If I just region select around that, hit F, you could, if you wanted to, just select the bottom one, the bottom keys. Sorry, they're not the bottom keys. What does that mean? These keys, which are at the bottom of the this curve here, this trough, and just region select around those, and then just lift those up a little bit like that. So it's keeping the same motion. There's a bit more forward and back, but all it's doing is it's just reducing the amount of up and down action. And then if I wanted to, I could just region select around those and just drop him down on the ground, so that he's kind of like that. He feels like he's just a little bit too far forward, so I could maybe select the forward and back. Sorry, I know it's a little bit hard to see there. And then just get, say, something that looks like that. So I'm not having to repose the character. All I'm doing is I'm just changing the height of these curves in the curve editor. Okay. Oops. Did I just introduce a key? The only thing is if it's on auto key and I accidentally move it, it will save a key. So for these guys here, the blue axis, which is rotate Z, is up and down. So if I wanted to, I can elevate these higher. I could have his hand, I could have his forearms maybe a little straighter if I wanted to. That might look a little funny, but that's all right. And we could just pose it in a different pose. So this is the second exercise. I just want you to manipulate these curves. Make sure that you've saved the original scene out as something unique. Call it like cycle final. And then just design a second one by manipulating those curves in the graph editor, and then save that out as a cycle. Then please could you either do a play blast. For those of you who have forgotten how to do a play blast, I know it's been a while. Just turn off the curves like this. Right mouse click in the timeline down here where it says play blast. I'm just going to go to the menu. I'm going to save it. You want to save the file, okay? And then you have to scroll down. I don't know why they just don't make this a little bit bigger. The main reason is that this was exactly the same size for Maya when it was first built, and they've never changed it. So all they've done is they've added an extra feature, and they've just put a scroll down there, but they actually haven't manipulated or changed the aspect of this GUI. And then just go into the Browse button, and then just select where you want to save it to. And save that out. If you could have these ready for next week, 2 clips. If you wanted to, you could render these out using any renderer that you like. That would be fantastic. I've also posted a set of render tutorials for you to have a look at using Arnold. So please, for the weekend and for homework, definitely just check those out. You're more than welcome to use any renderer that you like. Mental Ray should work at school, but if you've got one at home, if you've got Maya at home, you might want to use Arnold. Okay, I look forward to seeing these guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers, bye.